Good boy. What have you found? Yep, gunpowder. The gunman fired from here after waiting for his victims to arrive. And he was a heavy smoker. Some sort of salve. What do you think?
This all the Vecchio stuff?
Yeah, and I want a receipt for all of it.
Don't worry about it.
I always worry when Internal Affairs starts messing with my detectives.
If I need anything else, I'll call you. Oh, and I'll need a copy of any phone message he gets. Every message.
Hey, I don't have enough people here to take messages for the people who work here. You want Vecchio's message, you work dispatch.
I'm right here.
You smell great.
That would be the neat's foot oil
You wear neat's foot oil?
on my Sam Brown. My belt.
Oh,
Ah, Sergeant Kilray. Just the man I was looking for.
You looking for me in a closet?
Well, no, I'm in the closet for an altogether different reason.
I wish.
Who the hell are you?
Constable Benton Fraser, RCMP. And I certainly don't mean to step on any jurisdictional toes, but Ray Vecchio did not shoot Mr. Volpe.
Maybe he didn't, maybe he didn't. Who cares?
I do.
Listen to me. Ray Vecchio's a smartass. He brings the heat down on all decent cops. Cahill wants Vecchio, I'm gonna give him Vecchio. And you're gonna give me that book.
Oh, dear.
The Canadian team has one in the forefoot and is going to play the guard.
Anything that moves that slowly is not a sport.
You recall back to the 95 Bondsfield.
This is not a sport. It's housework.
It is a calling.
It may be a pastime. It may even be a hobby, but it is definitely not a sport.
Do you want to fight?
Over curling?
Yes. What if I made fun of baseball?
They're going to set up the rock.
All right.
Outside the ball.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Later on.
Hey, you're empty-handed.
But I am not empty-trousered.
Seeing it that fast, and that means he's going a bit too strong. He's actually taking weight off the rock. That shot went a little further than they wanted. They knocked their own stone at the 8th foot out of position.
That's okay. We're okay.
Yes.
Canada has last rock. They need to score at least 1 point here
Yes.
to give them a chance of the
Sir.
All right.
Looks like they're going to...
Nice
shot!
Oh, I love this game.
That, Eddie Herndorf, old-style gangster. Guy's ruthless. Once he cut the muscles out of a guy's leg with a sword, because he cut him off in traffic. That, Gus Fillion, Eddie's main competitor. Sees himself as a Renaissance sort of guy. These two used to duke it out, but they've been getting along lately. Getting along until Andreas Volpe, blue-huffing psychopath, local kid, big ambitions.
So it's your theory, if I may recap, that Volpe challenged their authority and was killed as a result?
Yeah. See, that's why we're policemen, Fraser. We get to figure these kind of things out.
Right you are, Ray. Right you are. I think it's time that I paid Mr. Fillion a visit.
Look, no offense, Fraser, but these are Chicago hard guys. I mean, you can be as polite as you want, but they could have you hanging from a meat hook in 13 seconds.
Well, I'm not without my resources, Ray.
Sir, your presence.
Ah,
Your presence? What are you, like a king or something?
to Turnbull? Yes. Ah, Lieutenant Welsh, nice to see you. Welcome to Canada, sir.
Fraser, this is Assistant State's Attorney Cahill.
Honor, sir. I've seen your posters all over town.
Constable, I come straight to the point. I'd like you to surrender Detective Vecchio to me.
Well, I'm afraid I can't do that, sir. The extradition treaty between our two countries is very specific.
We want to question Vecchio in connection with more than particularly vicious homicide. I've suspected for some time that organized crime has an informant somewhere inside the police department in this city.
Sir, I don't think we have to bother Constable Fraser with that.
I want this man to understand what he's interfering with.
I think I can put your mind at rest on that point, sir. Ray had nothing to do with this murder, and I can personally vouch for his integrity.
I'm supposed to take your word on that?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
You see, sir, Constable Fraser doesn't lie.
Oh, well, that's an admirable quality in times of peace, but we're in the middle of a war against crime and corruption, and I demand your cooperation. The city of Chicago demands your cooperation.
And you shall have it, sir, to the full extent of the law.
Are you mocking me? Are you mocking this city, this administration?
Certainly not, sir. No. We greatly appreciate the generosity shown to us by the people of Chicago, and I assure you, should you ever find yourself in Nunavut, you will not be wanting for a meal.
Come here. You know this Marcus of Queensbury thing and your grammar and all. It's very quaint. But I just want to remind you that we took Grenada, we beat the snot out of Haiti, we knocked Panama on its ass, and if needs be, we can take this little piss pot too. Have a nice evening.
Oh, dear. Cái gì? 全部都要填。
Close the door, son. Anyone would think you were born in a barn.
I was.
Oh, that's true enough.
You always told me that the most important thing a man can do is his duty, and I'm about to embark on a somewhat devious course of action, and I'm not entirely sure where my duty actually lies.
1961.
All right.
I was ordered to help 32 Inuit families relocate 500 miles further north on Ellesmere Island. We had some dispute with the Russians. This was long before the Canada Cup. We wanted to demonstrate our sovereignty over the far north. Now, I'd been up to Ellesmere, and I knew that life up there would be hard, if not impossible. I said as much to my superiors, but they were adamant, and I had my orders.
So what did you do?
Only thing I could do. I went up to Ellesmere, and I marked out 32 plots of land. I threw up a flag, opened up a post office. Tom Goforth, a young man from one of the families, lived up there all alone for the first year. Receiving all of these relocation checks, he forwarded them back to the families, who used the money to hire a lawyer, who won their case against their relocation in court.
So you created a fictitious town?
Ellesmere was listed in Maclean's that year as having the lowest crime rate in North America. Your heart is where your duty lies, son. Your head is just along to help with the driving.
Oh, Tom Goforth. What happened to him?
Tom, I believe, moved to Winnipeg and went to work in a record store. That's not relevant to this situation.